McPherson has this one teed up. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
43 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. They find some open field here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
They came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Dobbins is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Second down and goal. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay from 13 yards out. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. It's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Burrow. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here we go. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Set. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Now Burrow on first down. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 1, ready?
2nd and 7.
12, 12, 12.
Now Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll work down inside the 45. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing at 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just run.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 43 yards. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Tucker with the extra point. He makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Burrow will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. Slant pass to Burrow. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's caught one more time by Bullard. On the move past the 40. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 29, Jackson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Here we go, here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Titus Bowser blowing that play up.
I think it was a dancer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On one, right? 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, hey! 11 MT, hey! 11 MT, 11 MT.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Open man. It's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
11 Mighty, 11 Knight, 11 Thomas. Go. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, Tate.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. The quick slant caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing deep.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. We are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Burrow going to keep it himself, and he is going to have a Bengals first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL.
Here we go, here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11, 11. 11 MT, tank. 11 MT, tank. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT.
This time Burrow will look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy just get the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11. 11 MT, tank. 11 MT, tank. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
12, 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Gun.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
11, 11. 11 Thomas. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller, because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense.
Here we go.
They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant.
11 MT, tank.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. On the move past the 40. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Here we go.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. the first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance of 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and he stopped immediately there. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
All right, ready? 11.
Another try for Mixon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. 3rd and goal. Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. Touchdown! Joe Mixon from 4 yards out. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And room there to work it inside the 25. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Jackson. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion. Here's Jackson. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
I think we can figure out why they went for two there, right? Up one, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short game.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Here we go with Burrow. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11. 12. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up in